What are some things you like in here?
No, I like things.
Oh
I'm
my
just
goodness.
kidding.
That was a very long silence.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there's Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And we're going to see if maybe this is possibly on par with Bronco, Wrangler, in that rugged feeling that is also family capable. We are in the 2024 Land Cruiser 1958, the base model. In this video, yes, we will tell you how it fits our family of three. Stay tuned. All right, Holly. We've had this one 2 weeks. It's been our Christmas gift from Toyota. It's not our first time with a Land Cruiser. We as a family off-road reviewed one last fall at the truck rodeo. But this is our first time putting it through our daily life, living with one. This is a base model. I must ask you first, what do you think of the exterior styling of it?
I really like the exterior styling.
Yeah?
From the front, I mean, it's very boxy.
Yes.
But it also has some curves, so it doesn't
Yes.
feel like a refrigerator box or anything like that.
Exactly.
But when we first saw this, I think at the Chicago Auto Show.
Yes. Same trim and everything.
Same trim, yeah, not the same color though,
No.
because it was black. But I really liked it then. It's an eye catcher then, and I still like it. Still holds up.
Does it give Bronco or Wrangler?
So from the outside, to me, no,
Okay.
it's different. But like from the inside, yes.
Okay.
But not from the way it drives. So I've got mixed opinions on
Okay.
this. So
We'll get into how it drives later.
sitting here looking out and the inside shape, yes, it gives Bronco vibes to me.
Okay. Well, speaking of insides, what are your thoughts here on the inside of this one?
I mean, I like it. I know they're going for the rugged off-road look, and this is where I get a little mixed because it's just kind of basic up here, basic materials.
Yeah.
There's not even really a different color change or texture change, and I know that's because they're going for that off-road, like you can beat it up a little bit, get it dirty, yada yada, but it doesn't feel like an off-road vehicle.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
feels like
all the red dirt I left in here doesn't help.
I mean, like when you're driving it, to me, this feels like less of an off-road vehicle than like a Jeep or a Bronco.
Okay.
To me.
Does it just feel more modern or?
I don't know. It just feels like it's trying to be an off-road.
Okay.
Which we did drive it off-road, so I guess it's capable.
Yes, absolutely. Made you look like a pro, even though you're.
But yeah, I don't know. It just seems too in the middle. Like it's trying to be too many things to do. Too many different people on the inside, I guess. And the outside.
Well, what are some things you like in here?
No, I like things.
Oh
I'm
my
just
goodness.
kidding.
That was a very long silence.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, I like that you have some buttons.
Yes,
I like
buttons.
that there's not a lot of gloss black. There's some right here. I like the seats.
Yes.
I know people like give a lot of crap about cloth seats these days, but these are really comfortable.
And they're nice.
Yeah, and you and I have said this before with other cars that have had cloth seats, is that like, why did this go away? Like they are comfortable, and these are heated seats.
Which to me, heated seats that are covered in cloth, it's like a warm hug.
It is.
It's
just like I said when I got in. You said, do you want your seat on? And I was like, my heated seat on, and I said yes, although it may make me fall asleep because it just feels like
a nice
warm bed.
Yes.
But it's nice, yes. I really like those. Maybe that's why I'm like, there's too much comfort in here to be a rugged off-road vehicle.
While we're still talking about seats,
Yeah?
I definitely think that the seats are real nice because they actually help me see out the windows better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yep.
All right. Okay, I see. So Yes, there are a lot of nice amenities in here, and it's kind of quiet in here when comparing to Bronco or Wrangler, because the doors stay on, the roof stays on. We don't even have a sunroof in this one.
It's not a bad thing.
Like, it's very quiet.
Yeah, I'm saying the quiet is not a bad thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. And maybe that's why the overall ambiance is like, it feels like somebody who maybe wants some of the fun of an off-road vehicle or Bronco or something like that, but you don't actually want to take it off-road. Some of the things of this is like, you don't have not two-person memory seats.
No, you don't even have power seats.
You don't have power seats, which is kind of annoying. But I have enjoyed driving this over probably any truck we've had.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it is a body-on-frame. It shares a lot of its under components with a Toyota Tacoma. So, therefore, it is a mid-sized truck at its core. But then again, as you've said, it is a very comfortable vehicle that doesn't feel like it belongs off-road when you're getting in and driving around town. Before we turn on the historic brick streets...
Feels like a much more fun SUV.
Yes. Before we turn on the historic brick streets, Tucker, what's it time for?
Putting in my child safety seat.
And then we'll talk about rear cargo. The back seat of the Land Cruiser 1958 is very similar to the front. We still get cloth seats, which I really like these cloth seats. And we do get that rock slider that works a little bit as a step. Climbing in, I've got plenty of room sitting behind myself at 5'10", but you can see we have reclining seats. This is the most upright position, and that's more comfortable right there. So very comfortable seats here. Really like it, though the center tunnel here might negate you actually putting 5 adults back here. We do have tri-zone climate, so all that is controlled on the back of the center console. We do have 2 USB-C ports on the back of the center console and a cigarette lighter style plug on the back, but big center tunnel, lots of plastic. I do really like the ceiling mounted air vents for air that really works for rear-facing car seats, especially in the heat of Texas summer, being able to blow on baby's face. We do have a fold-down armrest with 2 cup holders in it, and it doesn't flop all the way down to the bottom, which I really like. So lots of nice amenities back here, including a B-pillar mounted handle for easy ingress, egress. Really, really like these cloth seats. I'm going to keep saying that. To install a child safety seat, we have this loop and hook Velcro cover over the lower latch points. We only have outboard lower latch points on this vehicle. If you want to secure one to the center seat, you're going to be doing so using the seatbelt method. But we'll go ahead and bring in Tucker's Graco Extend-A-Fit child safety seat. This is the same child seat he rode in when he was rearward facing. And yeah, it looks like we're going to need to move that manual sliding front seat forward just a bit to give a little bit more room to that rear car seat. I'm still comfortable up here. My knees aren't in the dash. I'm just a little closer than I would like to be. But luckily, children do not stay in rear-facing car seats too long, but it is completely bearable to sit up there in the front row in front of a child safety seat. Putting in the top tether, we'll go ahead and drop that down behind the headrest, and we'll stretch out our lower latches and get to the lower latch points down here. With this handle, it's easy to climb in, but yes, this vehicle does sit up off the ground, making it a little more difficult for perhaps some vertically challenged to get in here and secure it. But once we do, you can see I can tighten it down very easily from the side here. Now, unfortunately, and I'll show you this in a moment, the seats for if there were a third row fold and tumble in order to get back there. So that means they don't slide. So in order to put that top tether in, I'm actually going to have to climb around in the back, which isn't my favorite. Before we get to that top tether, I do want to show you mechanical child safety switches on both rear doors, and then the tilt and fold function of these seats. Here again, you can see upright versus where I prefer to have it inclined when I get it, but here we go. We will pull once and that folds the seat forward entirely. This, having the Hybrid Max powertrain, this is where the battery sits. So we actually have this platform that is not flush to the floor across the back. You'll see that again when we get to the rear of the vehicle. But yes, that is how the seats fold forward. And if you want more storage, even still, we're not flush to the back of the vehicle. But we'll come around now to the rear. And I will say this is a completely manual hatch, but there are multiple ways to get into it. First of all, we have this button right here that opens the rear glass, so you can just quickly add a few things in here. You don't have to worry about anything rolling out, which I really like. It makes for a very convenient way of getting in and out of the back. Otherwise, we have an electronic latch right there that, again, manual hatch allows it to open. And then you can see we have a ton of cargo space in the back of this, though there are remnants of the fact that this shares a platform with the GX that does get a 3-row seat configuration, though we road tripped a 3-row GX and I do not recommend. Those are emergency seats at best, but tons of cargo space. We do have a little bit of additional cargo space under the back right here, just in this last little bit of section here. But yes, the hybrid battery does reside right under there, and you can see just how not flush the cargo area is to the rear seats when they're folded. But now, yes, I get to climb in and affix that top tether, which necessitates climbing on the bumper. You can see we do have top tethers all the way across, hidden behind these hard plastic covers. It makes it very easy to get to it itself. And I will tighten this down when I have two hands and snug it down. But if we had leather seats, yeah, I might be doing some long-term damage to leather seats. But again, have I mentioned just how much I like these cloth seats? Yes, I do. I really do like them. Then coming to me, we'll go ahead and climb out. You can see at 5'10", just how much room I have underneath the manual open and close hatch. Good cargo space back in the back, more than a Bronco or Wrangler, mostly because we don't have a roll cage back there. Very big boxy styling, translates to very big boxy cargo.
It doesn't, the tailgate doesn't pop up. You have to pull it up.
Yeah, no power lift gate on this one.
What year are we in? That feels like it should just be standard. Like, why are we making new cars where you have to pull it up?
Base model. All right. We'll get back to some more.
I'm too bougie for it.
Oh my goodness.
To pull up the...
We'll get some more of that in a moment, but we are on the brick streets here in downtown Tyler, Texas. Tucker, how's your wobbly head? Yeah, showing that it's really a truck underneath. Holly, what are your thoughts as we come up to the biggest?
Well, I have to say that's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. What is the car? Is it the Toyota that has like the things down the side? Like they do a heritage like version.
Oh, the 4Runner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was expecting it to drive like that. And this is way better driving than that. That is like rough and loud and feels like a hoopty. A hoopty.
Suffice it to say, a 4Runner felt old.
It did. This is that's what I was expecting it to be, because they're both kind of boxy and off-roady and yada yada. But that is not this. This is way more comfortable than that, and I would compare it to, I mean, it's definitely like a truck feel, but a nice new luxury truck.
I mean, the fact that you said it doesn't feel like it should be a capable off-road vehicle when you were driving it around says it.
Yeah.
And suffice it to say, I took it off-road yesterday, day before, left a lot of red dirt in here for us. That ride translates very well off-road too. So I've been impressed with this as a package, on-road and off-road. But how has the power been? How has it felt driving it? You've literally lived with it for a week running errands and such. What's it been like as a daily driver around town?
I mean, not just running errands. I did the a whole 2-hour, 3-hour loop in it.
Mhm.
Driving it one day,
Yep.
and I've really enjoyed driving it. Everything's been easy to work. The Apple CarPlay is easy to work and has worked every time I've gotten in. And yeah, I've really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it
Even
feel?
despite now, if we were gonna live with it forever,
Mhm.
I would take pause with the 2-person memory seat. That's it.
Having.
But I don't know
completely
what it
manual.
costs.
Yeah.
So that I would take into consideration too. But I don't know what you were doing. You were driving a different car most
The
of
truck.
the week. The truck that I would have rather drive this over any truck.
Interesting.
And I didn't have to move the seat back and forth because it was mostly just me driving it, and that was fine.
So if it's your car.
If it's my car, it's fine.
I'm sensing something here. All right.
And the price makes a difference too.
Yes, we'll get to that eventually.
Because some of the things we'll see how much it costs, but some of the things like you don't have a head-up display, it's not super cute on the inside, like there's not a lot of different colors or textures or things like that. So some of those things I could get over depending on the price.
You did really like the interior on the first edition, which was a little classier than this. Same general design, but just a little classier, a little gussied up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tucker's got plenty of room back there. We've got plenty of room in here. How's visibility out of it?
Visibility's been good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big box.
It's a big box.
And there isn't a lot to get in your way viewing.
No, and you do have big side mirrors, but they're close in, so they don't really get in the way either.
So what would you do if I told you we've essentially taken this vehicle on a road trip with my family?
Is that a Honda Pilot?
No, it was the Lexus GX that we took to Beaver's Bend. This is the more affordable Lexus GX.
And this is the more comfortable.
Interesting. Very interesting. This has a turbocharged hybrid 4-cylinder. Have you been able to tell it coming on and off in traffic? No?
No, I don't think so.
Hybrid powertrain, very seamless, very easy. Doesn't feel big and sluggish, does it? Steering doesn't feel like you're driving a big old tank, does it?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I know you've got a lot of buttons there. You don't typically push buttons, but it's got a lot of buttons.
Well, I wouldn't say it's button overload though, right?
Okay.
It's mostly what you would be using, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one thing that's annoying.
What?
Did you turn it off?
No.
The space thing, that it automatically brakes you even when you're just coasting.
Yes. So this does have Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, and it does have a system in it where if you are coasting but you are getting too close to the vehicle in front of you, it'll maintain some distance, kind of like regenerative braking in an EV. So yes, we turned that off.
You turned it off?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because this is what we're talking about, but you can turn it off, so I'm just ranting. Is really been the only issue with me driving this, is driving it down our neighborhood, and there's like some people parked on the street, and I'm just trying to coast as I normally do through my neighborhood, and it's like braking because of the cars on the street.
Yeah.
That they're not even like right in front of me.
Yeah.
So.
Little sensitive there on that.
Little sensitive.
Any other thoughts before window sticker?
Yeah, what's the fuel efficiency?
So, I will say you were getting 19 before I took it off-roading. We reset it on our 1-hour trip to Barnwell. We were getting up to 24 on the highway. The EPA rates it at 22 city, 25 highway, 23 combined. So, there-ish in our time with it. But yeah, that's a fuel economy.
Not too bad.
What do you feel the price is on this 2024 Land Cruiser 1958 edition?
Is that a special edition?
It's the base model.
Oh, okay. 52.
Pretty close. So this one starts at $57,610. We've got a few options on this one, bringing it up to $59,500. And that's not $500. That's $5. I don't. $59,500.
Got it.
So, that being said, that out in the world now, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think if you are a person who wants a vehicle that feels like a Bronco or a Jeep, but you want more comfort,
Mm-hmm.
and you want it to be more of a get the kids, go to soccer practice kind of car, not a go mountain biking, off-roading, mountain biking with your car. I think this would be a good option.
Yeah.
It's a cheaper option than a Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
It's more comfortable.
Yeah. It is.
It
vastly
can
more
go off-road if you
Yes.
want it to, but I think this would probably be for somebody who's not looking to like do it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you think?
This
Something
trim
more-
especially, yes.
Yeah, I feel like something more than just a recreational car.
Yeah.
You know, because I see like a Jeep and a Bronco is like, do you really want that to be your daily driver? Depends on what version you get, but then they're also really expensive. This could definitely be a daily driver.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely. It's been very comfortable.
So I think if you're that person, this is a good mix. I think if you're a person that cares nothing about off-roading, cares nothing about a recreational car, you're just looking for a big SUV, it's a little expensive.
Yeah, get a crossover at that point, right?
Yeah, crossover, you could get 3 rows, you could get things that, you know, a lot cheaper that have head-up display, have
So there are sacrifices.
power seats, you know, like those kinds of things. So it depends on what feel you're going for.
Yeah, there are sacrifices you make for the Land Cruiser name, heritage,
Sure.
and capability. But on that note, if you want to see more from Holly, some behind the scenes stuff, what she's driving, what she thinks about vehicles, find her on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it, all at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, in the Land Cruiser 1958, I really do like it.
I do like it.
This is the trim I would buy.
Yeah,
The
I like
power
it.
seat issue, maybe.
Why
but,
would you be worried about it? It would be mine.
And on that note, until next time, Gearheads. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Pump up the seat. Pump it
Is
up.
that what you wanted to do? That's what you've been saving?
No,
Okay.
I just wanted to get it on camera to show you what it takes.